Hey there, it's Sandra from Conversion Minded, and today I'm covering everything you need to know about Pinterest. I'm going to talk about what it is, the types of businesses that do really well on Pinterest, and I'm going to share the two big things that make Pinterest so much more powerful than Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram for businesses. But first, if you want to know more about how you can leverage Pinterest for your business, make sure you sign up for my workshop. It's going to be all about how to double your traffic and your email list in just 30 days with Pinterest. Yes, you can totally do it. So make sure you get in on that, and I'll see you then. Okay, so first of all, what exactly is Pinterest? Okay, a lot of people think about Pinterest as a social media channel like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And that's fine because we have to kind of put it in some kind of category. I think sometimes we don't really know what to call it. But if you think about it like Facebook or Instagram, what's going to happen is you're going to start heading in the wrong direction in terms of your strategy. It's going to misguide you a little bit, that thinking will. So really what Pinterest is a combination of two things. And these are the two things that make it so powerful. On the one hand, it's a search engine, a lot like Google, only it's got really beautiful images and eye candy. And then on the other hand, it is a social bookmarking site. And without getting into too much techie detail on what that means, you have a community over on Pinterest of people that are sharing your content with their followers. So these two things combined with a couple other things I'm going to get into in a minute are what make Pinterest so powerful. But first, let's look at the businesses and whether your business will do well on Pinterest. You may still be thinking about Pinterest from the old days where it was all about recipes and fashion inspiration and things like that. And that's still over there for sure, but Pinterest has changed a lot. There have been algorithm changes that make it a lot more powerful for businesses of all types. So if you have content to share that is visual, like let's say you can tell a visual story. If you have a product to sell, especially visual products, but other products as well, as long as you can spin it in a visual story or give some content to it that's visual. And also if you have expertise and knowledge and tips to share, because people are on Pinterest and they're actually really hunting around. They are searching like Google. So they're looking for ideas. They're looking for how to do things. They're looking for how to make things, where to buy things, and they have all these boards that they start creating for all of their different inspiration and ideas and things that they either want to learn how to make or go buy or do. Okay, so if you have content that you can share that would fulfill those types of queries and what people want on Pinterest, then you're going to do really well. So think about maybe coaches and consultants, service-based businesses, infopreneurs, content creators, and then also we have fitness and health and nutrition and DIY. If you can show people how to make things, that is always going to be huge on Pinterest. Visual, if you're a photographer, real estate, designer, interior decorator, things like that, you're going to do really well on Pinterest as well. So, but that's just kind of a small sampling of the industries. I'd rather have you think about it in terms of whether you have a visual story that you can tell, if you have expertise that you can share related to your brand and your business, then you're going to do really well because you're going to be able to deliver content that answers what people are looking for. So if you can think about it like that, then you start to realize how powerful Pinterest is for businesses, because this search engine aspect combined with the social bookmarking aspect is really kind of a double traffic threat compared to the other social channels. And also, Pinterest traffic, Pinterest content tends to be evergreen. And what I mean by that is that it can have a very long shelf life. It can live on and on and on. So you can pin something today and then it will still be driving you traffic months and even years to come. It's happened to me. It's happened to others too. It is definitely a Pinterest thing that is unique to Pinterest. It doesn't happen on Facebook or Instagram. You have to keep reposting. I think the half-life on Facebook or Instagram is maybe 30 minutes max. And over on Facebook, the half-life of how long your content will live, right, will potentially, go viral and continue to drive you traffic is 3 to 6 months. So it's a big deal. This difference is a game changer. Because what it means is that you can continue to drive traffic to your website and then leverage that traffic to turn them into subscribers and customers, which is a big deal. The other thing that makes Pinterest so powerful is when you combine the search engine aspect and the community base to it, the social bookmarking, means that people will be actively seeking out your content, and as long as you can have that keyword strategy in there, much like you would for Google, that SEO strategy, then you can continue to get traffic and show up in search engines, and you're going to get people clicking through to see your pages and your posts and your products that way. On the other hand, you have this community aspect of groups and boards that are actively sharing your content. Now, you may be thinking that, sure, you can do that on Facebook, you can retweet, you can share someone's post. Absolutely, but it doesn't happen too frequently, whereas on Pinterest, it happens a lot. It really encourages this community type sharing where you have groups and you have tribes of people that are interested in themes and topics that are sharing each other's content. And that means that you have so much more exposure. You can get into maybe a group on Pinterest that has 500,000 followers, and all of a sudden your content is being exposed to those followers, and you only have maybe 500 followers, which means that you have access to other people's audiences without having to put all of the legwork into building your own follower base. And you know how time-consuming that can be over on Facebook and Twitter and even Instagram. Okay, so these things really make Pinterest very, very powerful for businesses. If you can leverage and know how to share strategically to groups and tribes, then you're going to continue to get traffic that way, and then you're also going to be getting the search engine traffic. And when you combine those two with the fact that Pinterest traffic lives on for a long time, you can start to see how you can automate a lot of this, where you're building traffic, you're building your list, and you're getting those customers. If you have that sales funnel in play, then you're going to be able to kind of automate a lot of your sharing without having to be on social media all the time, engaging, doing Facebook Lives, trying to comment and follow other people. Takes a lot of time. With Pinterest, because it's not a traditional social media channel, it doesn't follow those social norms, so you don't have to get caught up in that day-to-day. You can kind of set it and forget it as long as you set things up right and you continue to share content that, you know, that matches the queries that people are searching for and also that other people might want to share. So this visual aspect to Pinterest is also pretty huge because you can kind of tell a story. You can almost put infographics up there that really show people a lot about your product or your post and what it's about and really make them want to click through. And that component to the search engine aspect of Pinterest means that you can build a brand. So when people search for you on Google, they're just seeing text, so it really has to be your title that captures their attention. Over on Pinterest, you have the ability to brand yourself with your colors and your fonts and your images so that people start to really recognize your brand. So it has this brand building component to it that is also super powerful. So people will start to click on your posts and your pins because they recognize it as being from you. So if you want to learn more about how you can use Pinterest, again, I really encourage you to sign up for that workshop, find out the 4-step system that I've got for you to double your traffic and your email list in just 30 days. I'm going to leave the link in description. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me to continue creating videos to help you build your business. And definitely subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.